Well, our Champions League run is over, but by finishing third in our group, we're now in the Euro Cup, and we're playing Basel in a couple of weeks, which could be a pretty tough game. Today, though, it is all about the Coupe League, and then a chance for our reserve and youth players to show just how good they can do against Ligue 1 competition. Granted, it's bottom of the table Ligue 1 competition, but it's still Ligue 1 competition. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 82. Well, after the horrible back-to-back losses at PSG and Atletico Madrid, we are back to our winning ways. First, it was home against SM19. Guzman Fernandez's 79th minute goal, Armand Noah goal in the 83rd minute gave us the 2-0 victory. We were then away at OGC Nice, who have been somewhat of a bogey team for us this save, but we absolutely thumped them 4-1, thanks to a brace of goals by Osmani, a goal by Correa, and a goal by Ruiz. We were then away at Guingamp, and we won thanks to goals by Mekan, Moribama, and Beleni Malangu. We're then home against Benfica for our last Champions Cup group game, and we tied with them 1-1, thanks to a goal by Mekan. Group-wise, we finished third on 8 points. Madrid and Benfica went up, but Zurich scored 3 goals. The entire Champions League run, they are out. We, on the other hand, are down in the Euro Cup, and we drew Basel. Today, though, it is all about the Coupe League. This is a... I keep telling the board we're going to get at least to the quarterfinals. And every year we keep getting knocked out early. But the way things shake out this year, I knew I said we were going to come back for Lens, but the more I thought about it, the way things are shaking out this year is... where I want to go to the calendar here. Concarneau is a League 2 team. We shouldn't really have a lot of problems with them. Stephen Horn. He's one of our players. Is he on loan? Oh, he's sold to Brentford, who loaned him to Hull, and now he's on loan at Concarneau. Okay. I knew the name was from... Oh, he's Violet, so yeah, he's a loan in. Okay, anyhow, they are 16th in League 2. Which, frankly, shouldn't be much of an issue, but I know we've been surprised in the past before. We've surprised teams in the past before being lower ranked. So, Strasbourg is ranked 20th in the league. So what we're going to do, the reserves actually have a match tomorrow. The under-19s have a match today. So we are playing our best squad, or what I would consider one of our best 11s, against Concarneau today. And then in 3 days, a mixture of our reserves and under-19s and our backups here will play against League 1. Both of these should be pretty good matches. So that said, I'm going to check the best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back for a Coupe League 4th round match against Concarneau in just a bit. Click the wrong button. This is the formation we're playing today, our 4-3-3. Vinicius in goal, Amieta, Zhangcheng, Hrustic, and Flores as the defensive back four. Vlasic as the defensive midfielder behind Osmani and Milescu. Correa as the attacking midfielder on the left. Mekan as the midfielder on the right. And Fernandez up top as the striker. So being the lower ranked team, we are away at Concarneau. I don't think we should have very many issues with them, but as I said, we've been surprised before. Flores on the throw-in to Mekan. Back to Flores. He holds it up, cuts right, tries... I don't know if that was a shot or a cross. That is a brilliant green their goalkeeper is wearing. Mekan, corner kick in, knocked away. Kaba kicks it downfield. Samari on the throw-in to Colbert. Back to Samari. To Horn. Holds it up, centers it to Mambayo, takes the shot, past Vinicius. Man, I don't know. I like Vinicius. He has potential, but he's very young and very raw. It could be one of those cases where someone better comes along, I grab them for the rest of the year. And I don't know. We'll have to see. Mekan, corner kick in. Hrustic over the crossbar on the header. Prost on the throw-in, stolen by Fernandez. And hits the post and goes out of bounds. Took a shot from distance. He probably could have gone a little closer. Well, stats-wise, we should be winning. We're not. 9 shots, 3 on target, decent possession advantage. They have had 2 shots, 2 on target, and the goal. Macon, penalty kick. Knocked. Oh! Xing Cheng headed it, bounced off the post, bounced off Addy, and then went out of bounds. 65 minutes in. I totally jinxed us by saying, oh, hey, they're just a lower league team. We shouldn't have any issues with them. Vlasic's going to come off. Komsiana's going to come on. Flores is going to come off. No is going to come on. Hrustic out to No. Cuts inside, taps it to Miliescu, centers it to Osmani. Long pass to Almeida, all alone on the left. He crosses it in. Correa across the field to Macon, and he scores. Well done. It was a very nice move by Correa to not take the shot and look for the pass instead. Nice first touch by Almeida. Nice strike by Macon as well. Keeper could not get back in enough time. Okay, one more goal. Don't want it to go to kick out or to penalty kicks. Almeida to Zhang Chen. Up to Osmani. Over to Miliescu. Correa. Cuts inside. Taps it back to Miliescu. Over to Almeida. Dispossessed, but Correa's there. Takes the shot and he slots it past a diving Addy on the left. Well done. Well, we're going to go to the balanced here while we're waiting for the highlight to start. Oh, dispossessed by Coupe, but it went right to Correa. Cut to the middle. Hard skipping pass off the pitch past the outstretched keeper's hands. Almeida on the throw-in. Should be last play of the game here. Fernandez back to Almeida. Over to Santi, who kicks it away, but it was going to go right to Hrustic, but that is the game. A nice comeback for us, although it really shouldn't have been a comeback. 18 shots, 7 on target to their 6 and 3. Dodged a bullet there. Okay, we're going to come back for the quarterfinal draw, and then for the match against Strasbourg. So I'm going to do the after-game press conference, and we will come... Oh, I saw PSG went by penalty kicks. Sorry. Lost my train of thought there. We'll come back for the match against Strasbourg after the draw in just a bit. Well, I had to step away for a minute, so the computer went through and drew us against Dijon in the Coupe League. They're 8th in Ligue 1. Should be a good match. So anyhow, we got Strasbourg coming up. I'm going to set the best 11, check the reserves, and we'll be back with that in just a bit. Well, hosting Strasbourg today, and this is the formation we're playing. Our 4-3-3, Vinicius in goal, Thierry, Margajales, Cristiano, and Mendes is the defensive back four. Gajikariev is the defensive midfielder behind Santi and Heraldes. Ruiz and Bamba are the attacking midfielders, and Malangu is up top as the striker. It's a fairly rotated side. I think everybody with the exception of Heraldes and Vinicius I would consider to be backups or reserve players. Mendes is, I've highlighted him before. He is a youth prospect who plays a very good wing back. 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. Nice physicals. I don't know why his natural fitness is going down. His mentals are nice across the board. I love the 16 teamwork. Tackling and marking are getting a little bit better as we work on it should be defense. Right there. And, I wanted to give him an opportunity. Pentic. Jeez. Okay. Was a nice strike. Upper corner past an outstretched Vinicius. Wow. Bamba from just outside the box sends it in, but it's knocked away. Thierry stops, then gets it, sends it back to Bamba, sends it in again. Malangu's there, far post. And we equalize. He picked up an injury that I completely missed until just now. And a yellow card. Good grief. Nice header by Malangu. What did he pick? What sort of injury did he pick up? Do I need to get him off? Potential lower leg injury. You know what? We'll get him off at the half. Goiteksa up in the crowd. Gajikadiev gets it. Sends it to Malongu. Up towards Bamba. Rounds the keeper. Wow, that was a nice strike. Round to the keeper and hit it far post. The angle looked to be too great, but he somehow managed to slot it past. Okay, maybe we won't take Malongu off. How on earth did that go in? What are they reviewing here? He's onside. Come on. Gonçalves throws the ball away to Gajikadiev on the throw-in, to Mendez, back to Cristiano. Over to Gajikadiev, back to Cristiano, up to Malongu, who got between the defenders, never stopped running, takes a shot, hits it right at the Strasbourg goalkeeper, whose last name I can't pronounce, but I scouted him in the past. When I signed Flores the 1 year, he was my alternate he was my backup, and instead he decided to go to Strasbourg because he thought the money was better. Well, this time the stats do accurately reflect what's going on. 14 shots, 7 on target to their 2-1. We have a 2-1 lead thanks to goals by Malongu and Bamba. I think after the pep talk here, we should go out, challenge the... Okay, you know what? Prove a point. Everybody kind of likes that. I'm okay with that. We are going to take Malongu off and bring on Frank, who has not had a lot of starts, but he's still been a very good contributor coming off the bench. Knocked down. Mikelny to Cesar. Loses the ball. Gajikadiev up to Frank. Got between the defenders. Drives left. Takes a shot. Too wide. Ambitious effort. Mendez on the throw-in to Gajikadiev. To Cristiano. Back to Magalhães. Up to Santi. To Ruiz. To Gajikadiev. Out to Mendez on the right. Back to Heraldes. Out to Mendez. Crosses, no, sends it over to Heraldes, takes the shot, gets sent out. Magalhães gathers it, sends it up to Santi, to Theory, who's dispossessed, but it goes to Heraldes, taps it up to Bamba, takes the shot again, far post. Well done, Mori. It's his 4th goal of the season. He's done really well as a backup as well. Macon is a youth player that son of a gun. Frickin' NVIDIA. Well, it wasn't NVIDIA. I don't know what happened. Football Manager just decided to crap the bed. Unfortunately, I didn't save it after the Concarneau game, which is my own fault, so we had to go back, and it's late. I simmed both of these games, and we won them both on the sim, so I'm okay with that. We won 2-1 in the Coupe League on own goal by Blanchard, and then Zhang Chen goal in the 78th minute put us across. We beat Strasbourg 1-0 thanks to a Diego Mendes goal in the 19th minute. The only thing that's changed is that instead of playing Dijon, we are now playing Olympique Marseille, who we are actually playing in 3 days. The nice thing is I played a really rotated side against Strasbourg. It may not have been the exact side I started with, but frankly I didn't want to go back and try and get everything exactly alike. But we did okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. So what are we going to do? I think we're just going to skip January and come back for the Basel match, home and away. Or away and home as it is. In the Euro Cup. Still some really good teams in there. Basel's a fairly decent squad. They have... Oh, he's no longer there. At one point in time, they had probably one of the best young center backs in the game, who I think ended up going to PSG, of course. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. You do this now while I'm thinking of it. So yeah, as much as I want to come back for the Coupe quarterfinal game, it's only in 2 days. And plus, it's the middle of the January transfer window. And I hate playing games in the middle of the January transfer window because I've still got moves on the way. There's players leaving. There's players coming in. It's a personal preference sort of thing. So, plus it gives us a decent amount of games to get through before we get to Basel. And see how we do there. As soon as this is done saving, we're going to come back, give a review of where we are in the league at the moment, and we'll call it a night, thankfully. Back in a bit. So we've been on a really good run of form lately. If you discount the PSG game and the Atletico Madrid game, we haven't lost since Olympique Lyon back in August. Which is why we're currently in second place. We're still 8 points behind PSG. Monaco's a point behind us. Lyon is 3 points behind us. Nantes is 5 points behind us. And Marseille is 7 points behind us. So Macon leads us with 7 goals, and he has the best rating, and he has the most assists. Came to us as a striker, as a trequartista, and I like Fernandez. It's possible that Macon could be better than Fernandez in the long run, but Noah's starting to get outplayed to the advanced midfielder on the right. I like Bamba there, but he's more of a backup than a full-time starter. I would have no problem starting Bamba for multiple games, but I brought Macon in with the specific purpose of making him a winger, because one, he's really strong on the right foot, and two, his physicals are nice, his mentals are nice, and his technicals, they could be a little bit better. You know, the crossing of 9 I don't get it, especially when he has a corner of 12. But the dribbling's gone up, the first touch has gone up, the passing's gone up, the technique has gone up. As long as those things keep improving, I am more than happy to keep playing him at advanced midfielder on the right. Gajakayev still leads with the best pass completion. Macon, 4 players in the match. Matis Correa, 6 yellow cards. Morales and Ruiz, 1 red card. Unreal. Stat-wise, in 19 matches played, our 35 goals are 4th highest, our 17 goals are 4th best, we're 3rd highest in yellow cards, and our 17,149 is 18th highest in the league. And we are in the process of buying the ground. Let me see if I can't get there. Click the wrong thing. Buy ground, planning. So it'll be done this summer. Well, this following summer. The reserve squad could be doing better. They're currently in 12th place in the National 2. That's still out of the relegation zone, and frankly, the relegation zone is, I'm not going to say landlocked with the 3 teams that are already there. There's a good possibility we can still fall down, but I think we'll be okay. The under-19s are currently mid-table in their Group D, 30 points in 17 games. However, they are in the 5th round of the Gambardella Cup, and they won their under-19 champions group. They did not lose a game. 4 wins, 2 draws, 13 goals for, 6 goals against for 14 points. 7 ahead of Atletico Madrid. So they are moving on in the under-19 Champions League. I don't know who they're playing yet. The Gambardella Cup is the French under-19 league, or cup competition. So they tend to do fairly well there, and then they run up against, the Monaco under-19s or the PSG under-19s and just get absolutely thumped. As an example, last year they lost to Dynamo Kiev in the under-19 first knockout round. And they lost to Gazlika Ajaccio. And then the year before that, we got all the way to the quarterfinals, lost to Havre. Year before that, why am I not seeing the Gambardello? Year before that, maybe they didn't qualify for the Gambardello. I'm still not quite sure the rules on that. And then they lost to the Troyes under-19s in 2023-2024. Let me check something out here. Gambardello Cup. Rules. Yeah, Havre knocked us out the year when PSG's essentially been running away with it for a couple of years now. Well, they ran away with it for 4 years, rather. Monaco won it last year. They beat OGC Nice. So Havre's had a very good under-19 team as well. Who was it? Jean-Claude Royer is probably their best player. 17 years old, 17 goals in 18 games. So the kid's got potential. So that's it. We are doing really, really well this season. I didn't expect to be in second place. But the fact that we are in second place, considering that we haven't exactly had a standout player this year. Macon, Pereira, let me we've got a lot of contributors this year, which is really nice. Macon has 7 goals. Osmani has 5. Heraldez has 4. Fernandez has 3. Malanga has 3. Correa has 3. Malesko has 3. Correa has 3. Bamba has 2. Frank has 2. And we're also getting assists from across the board as well. 5, 4, 4, 4, 3. We're not relying on one player this year to get it all done for us, which is really, really nice, actually. So as you can see, at least on the first teamers, we have a lot of players with a lot of potential, and they're getting closer to filling it. We also have a lot of players who are wanted. Almeida is wanted by almost every English team. Magahalis is wanted by... Okay, the teams that don't want Almeida want Magahalis. Heraldez is wanted by Leicester, and I'm not quite sure why. Cristiano's wanted. There's a decent chance he could move on in the January transfer window. So Jarek is wanted. I don't think he's going to move on, though. I think what I may do is start just playing Jarek more and send Macon to the reserves unless a better player crops up. I forgot I was crouching on my chair there, so all you saw was like my head and my shoulders. That's just not a good look. I like Vinicius. I think he's got potential, but I'm wondering if I didn't throw him to the fire a little bit too soon. It might be worth it starting Jarek a few games and moving him back to the reserve squad. Also depends on who else is out there. Frankly, if I can find a keeper who is just as good as Vincinius is going to be, or is better than him now and is going to be better than Vincinius is down the road, and he's a decent price, I could go for that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, that said, we're doing really well. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. It's FM being FM in a completely different way than FM usually is. I wish I understood it. Again, I'm really sorry. But if you did like what you saw and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM Jellico, and I thank you for watching the Return of Gloria to SC Bastia, episode 82.